Are you ready?
I've never been ready for this.
Go, do it.
The following podcast contains adult languages and mature subject matter intended for adult audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
It's October 25th, 2016, and this is episode 10 of Rancid Readings. I'm Pigeon.
I'm Arcade.
And today, we're going to read a spoopy Halloween story.
What is it?
We are going to read The Bone-Chilling Tale by none other than R.L. Stine in the Goosebumps series. Quote, my hairiest adventure, end quote.
So Goosebumps is something nostalgic to us Canadians, isn't it?
Goosebumps is magnificent.
So the best part about this particular...
Yeah, this is like some terrifying Destiny shit, because...
So I got this at a local bookstore, a reading room in Sioux.
Yeah. So the first thing that I noticed when I open this book is this is from an elementary school library, isn't it? Isn't it? There's a big stamp here. And
and those little paper things that you used to put
we used to have the library card in. And I realized, Arcade, isn't this where you went to elementary school?
It is where I went to elementary school.
Okay. Next page. Oh, some delinquent student has seen fit to leave a note in this book, as elementary students are wont to do. There's the list of all the Goosebumps books on the left page there. Then there's the Goosebumps, My Hairiest Adventure by R.L. Stine. And then some small publishing information, but then written right in the middle of the page in black ballpoint pen, it says, this book sucks. And then there's initials.
My initials.
Those are your initials!
It's my writing, too.
So fucking 20 years ago, you read this book, wrote in this book that it sucks, and then bought this book at a used bookstore.
This is the passage of fate.
This is how the universe is meant to unfold.
Would you like me to begin this terrifying Goosebumps? Okay, Goosebumps is a children's series, so it's scary, but also not scary.
It's scary for children.
However, even when I was a kid, apparently I knew this book was bullshit.
Yeah, apparently 7-year-old you was just like, fuck this shit, man. Nah. So... now that we're sufficiently liquored on brown cows, which I have not drank since my early university days, and I realize now why, but let's start
the terrifying tale of R.L. Stine's My Hairiest Adventure Goosebumps.
Reader beware, you're in for a scare.
Oh shit. Chapter 1.
Chapter number 1. Number 1 chapter. The first one.
Cusco's poison. The poison to kill Cusco. Okay. Chapter 1. Why were there so many stray dogs in my town? And why did they always choose me to chase?
I'm already scared.
Did they wait quietly in the woods watching people go by? Did they whisper to each other, see that blonde kid? It's Larry Boyd. Let's go get him. I ran as fast as I could, but it's so hard to run when you're carrying a guitar case. It kept banging against my leg, and I kept slipping in the snow. The dogs were catching up. They were howling and barking, trying to scare me to death. Well, it's working, guys, I thought. I'm scared. I'm plenty scared. Dogs are supposed to sense when you're afraid of them, but I'm not usually afraid of dogs. In fact, I really like dogs. I'm only afraid of dogs when there's a pack of them running furiously after me, drooling hungrily.
Apparently this is a thing that regularly happens to him.
Eager to tear me to tiny shreds. Like now. Scrambling over the snow, I nearly toppled into a drift up to my knees. I glanced back. The dogs were gaining on me. It isn't fair, I thought bitterly. They have 4 legs and I only have 2. The big black dog with the evil black eyes was leading the pack as usual. He had his lips pulled back in an angry snarl. He was close enough so that I could see his sharp, pointy teeth. Go home! Go home! Bad dogs! Go home! Why was I yelling at them? They didn't even have homes. Go home! Go home! My boots slipped in the snow, and the weight of my guitar case nearly pulled me over. Somehow I staggered forward, caught my balance, and I kept moving. My heart was pounding like crazy, and I felt as if I were burning up, even though it was about 12 degrees. How specific. I squinted.
Everything above this is incredibly specific.
I squinted against the bright glare of the snow. I struggled to run faster, but my leg muscles were starting to cramp. I don't stand a chance, I realized. Ow! The heavy guitar case bounced against my side. Well, then move it onto your back, dumbass. I glanced back. The dogs were leaping excitedly, making wide crisscrosses across yards, howling and yowling as they scrambled after me.
This kid's actually running pretty fast.
Moving
if this pack
closer
of dogs haven't caught him yet.
And closer. Go home, bad dogs. Bad, go home. Why me? I'm a nice guy, really. Really. Ask anybody. They'll tell you. Larry Boyd is the nicest 12-year-old kid in town. That's some exposition.
Yeah,
So
man.
why did they always chase me?
This kid's a bit of a narcissist, huh?
The last time I dived into a parked car and shut the door as they pounced, but okay, the dogs are too close. And the cars along the street were all snow-covered. By the time I got a car door open... Why would the car doors be open? By the time I got a car door open, the dogs would be having me for dessert. I was only half a block from Lily's house. I could see it on the corner across the street. It was my only chance. If I could only get to Lily's house, I could... No! I slipped on a small rock, hidden under the snow. The guitar case flew from my hand and hit the snow with a soft thud. I was down, face down in the snow. They've got me this time, I moaned. They got me. Are you compelled?
I'm rethinking this.
Chapter 2, Pigeon.
Everything went white. I struggled to my knees, frantically brushing snow off my face with both hands.
You really gonna go with that voice?
The dogs barked hungrily. Scat! Get away! Get going! Another voice. A familiar voice. Get going, dogs! Get away! The barking grew softer. I brushed the wet snow from my eyes. Lily, I cried happily. How did you get here?
You know, running to your house. I'm like right by your house. How did you get here?
Good.
She swung a heavy snow shovel in the dog's direction.
Scat, go away. Go.
The growls turned to low whimpers. The dogs backed up, started to retreat. The huge black dog with the black eyes lowered his head and loped slowly away. The others followed. Lily, they're listening to you, I cried thankfully. I climbed slowly to my feet and brushed the snow off the front of my blue down parka.
Oh, that's detail. That's a good detail right there.
Blue down parka.
So we know he's blonde. He's a really nice kid. He's got a guitar case, and he's wearing a blue down parka. R.L. Stein, you're a genius. Of course,
She replied, grinning.
I'm tough, Larry. I'm real tough.
If you have to say it, then you're not probably tough.
Lily Vaughn doesn't exactly look tough. She's 12 like me, but she looks younger. She's short and thin and kinda cute. She has chin-length blonde hair with bangs that go straight across her forehead.
Really? You have to specify they go straight across her forehead? No, they're like those angled bangs from, like, Olivia Wilde and Tron.
Yes.
Because, humans don't normally have bangs that go across their forehead.
The strange thing about Lily is her eyes. One is blue, and one is green.
Holy shit!
No one can really believe she has two different colors. Until they see them.
Oh, so scary.
Heterochromia is a thing. It's a thing. It happens. I know, like, 3 people with it.
I brushed most of the snow off the front of my coat.
You already did that.
And the knees of my jeans. Lily handed me my guitar case.
Hope it's waterproof.
She muttered. I raised my eyes to the street. The dogs were barking wildly again, chasing a squirrel through several front yards.
And here I thought they'd just done that. Oh, zing.
Making fun of 12-year-olds is easy.
Hey, man. An easy target's still a target.
Yeah, okay.
I saw you from my window,
Lily said as we started toward her house.
Why do they always chase after you?
I shrugged. I was just asking myself the same question, I told her. Our boots made crunching noises in the snow. Lily led the way. I stepped in her boot prints. We waited for a car to move past, its tires sliding on the slick road. Then we crossed the street and made our way up her driveway.
How come you're late?
Lily asked. I had to help my dad shovel the drive, I replied. Some snow had caught inside my hood and was trickling down the back of my neck. I shivered. I couldn't wait to get inside the house. The others were all hanging out in Lily's living room. I waved hi to Manny, Jared, and Christina. Manny was down on his knees, fiddling with his guitar amp. It made a loud squeal, and everybody jumped. Manny is tall and skinny and kind of goofy looking,
Every kid now.
with a crooked smile and a mop of curly black hair. Jared is 12 like the rest of us, but he looks 8. I don't think I've ever seen him without his black and silver Raiders cap on. Christina is a little chubby.
Wow, you're a dick, kid.
She has curly, carrot-colored hair.
That's called red?
And wears glasses with blue plastic frames.
God, this girl, I imagine she looks like a character from the Magic School Bus.
Which one?
I don't know, Miss Frizzle or Arnold.
I tugged off my wet coat and hung it on a peg in the front entryway. The house felt steamy and warm. I straightened my sweatshirt and joined the others. Manny glanced up from his amp and laughed.
Hey, look, Larry's hair is messed up. Somebody take a picture.
He's stopping to drink.
Okay, I can't breathe Kahlua.
That's a thing.
Everybody laughed.
That's its own paragraph. It's that one, those 2 words.
Everybody laughed paragraph.
Yeah, it's a new paragraph. Everybody laughed. New paragraph.
They're always teasing me about my hair.
Oh.
Can I help it if I have really good hair? It's dark blonde and wavy, and I wear it long.
You folks missed
No.
Pigeon running his hand through his hair.
Shut up. Shut up. Harry Larry,
Lily declared.
Oh, fuck.
The other 3 laughed and then picked up the chant.
Harry, Larry, Harry, Larry, Harry, Larry.
I made an angry face and swept my hand back through my hair, pushing it off my forehead. I could feel myself blushing. I really don't like being teased. It always makes me angry. And I always blush.
I can't.
I guess that's why Lily and my other friends tease me so much. They tease me about my hair, and about my big ears, and about anything else they can think of. And I always get angry, and I always blush, which makes them tease me even more. Harry! Fuck, real?
Your friends are terrible, Larry.
Yeah, these are not your friends, kid. Oh, and straight up, right there.
Great friends. Huh. Well, actually, they are great friends. We have a lot of fun together. The five of us have a band. This week it's called The Geeks. Last week we called ourselves The Spirit. We changed the name a lot. Lily has a gold coin that she wears on a chain around her neck. Her grandfather gave the coin to her. He told her it's real pirate gold. So Lily wants to call our band Pirate Gold. But I don't think that's cool enough.
Are you fucking kidding? That's an awesome
That's an
name for a
awesome
band. I would
band
listen
name.
to Pirate Gold.
If it's anything like Ailstorm.
Right?
And Manny, Jared, and Christina agree.
Well, shut the fuck up, Larry.
At least our name, The Geeks, is a lot cooler than Howie and the Shouters. That's the band who's challenging us in the big Battle of the Bands contest at school.
No, honestly, I would also listen to Howie and the Shouters before I listen to the Geeks. The Geeks sounds like a Wheatus cover band, you know?
Because we just needed a cover band.
Because Wheatus needed to be a band.
They just play fucking Teenage Dirtbag in the
They are
lane.
super popular in Australia.
Really?
It's really funny. Like, they have like so many hits, but only in Australia, and like no one.
Are
has
they
heard
from Australia?
I think so.
That would make sense if they're from Australia. Because, like, Aha was from Norway, and they had, like, one hit, and then... But in Norway, they're super big. Anyway.
We still can't believe that Howie Herwin named the band after himself. He's only the drummer. His stuck-up sister Marissa is the singer. Why didn't you call it Marissa and the Shouters? I asked him one day after school.
Because Marissa doesn't rhyme with anything, he replied. I'm sorry. That's my bad, guys.
But that's a completely legitimate, like, Howie and the Shouters.
Like,
has
that
this,
sounds
like,
better.
It has that, like, homophone thing
like,
going
Marissa
on.
and the Shouters doesn't work.
Yeah.
Huh? What does Howie rhyme with? I asked him.
Zowie.
He said. Then he laughed and messed up my hair. What a creep.
What a creep.
No one likes Howie or his sister. The Geeks can't wait to blow the Shouters off the stage.
That sounded very different.
If only one of us played bass.
Jared moaned as we tuned up.
You guys have a rock band and you don't have a fucking bass player?
Or saxophone or trumpet or something.
Christina added, pulling out a couple of pink guitar picks from her open case.
I think we sound great.
What
Manny
on
said,
earth do they have
still
then?
down on the floor, fiddling with the cord to his amp.
3 guitars is a great sound. Especially when we put on the fuzz tone and crank them all the way up.
What does that mean? What the
Imagine,
fuck
like-
is a fuzz tone?
I imagine like 3 My Chemical Romance guitar solos happening at the same time.
Ugh. Or like a Sonic song or something.
Ooh, yeah, we get some Crush 40. Yeah, there we go.
I'll put some Crush 40 in the thing right here.
Yeah, the background music will just all be Crush 40 for this whole thing. Now that would be terrifying.
That would be terrifying, and definitely not my life.
Christina, Manny, and I all play guitar. Lily is the singer, and Jared plays the keyboard. His keyboard has
So
a
they
drum.
don't even have drums.
His keyboard has a drum synthesizer
Oh,
with
okay.
10 different rhythms on it.
Oh, so they play like the... Like, I used to have a little Yamaha keyboard when I was a kid, and when
Yes.
you press the demo button...
That's literally it. That's literally it.
So we also have drums.
No, you don't. No, you
It's
fucking
not
don't.
real drums.
You lying little piece of shit.
Kind
I'd
of.
beat you up if I knew you at school, Larry.
He straight up just like ends out with. So we have drums. End sentence. Kind of. End sentence.
As soon as Manny got his amp working, we tried to play a Rolling Stones song. Jared couldn't find the right drums rhythm on his synthesizer, so we played without it. As soon as we finished, I shouted, "Let's start again." The others all groaned.
Larry, we sounded great.
Lily insisted.
We don't need to play it again. Yeah, that's not how practice works, right?
You just play shit
You play
once.
it, you
and
play
you're
it once, and then you like just move on.
The rhythm was way off.
fine. Because you don't have a drum set, fuckhead.
I said,
You're way off.
Manny exclaimed, making a face at me.
Larry is a perfectionist.
Christina said.
Did you forget that, Manny? How could I forget?
Manny groaned.
He never lets us finish one song.
I could feel myself blushing again.
I feel the terror of Goosebumps. I feel the terror.
I just want to get it right. I told them, okay, maybe I am a perfectionist. Is that a bad thing? The Battle of the Bands is in 2 weeks, I said. We don't want to get on stage and embarrass ourselves, do we? I just hate being embarrassed. I hate it more than anything in the world. More than steamed broccoli.
Fuck you, man. Steamed broccoli is like all I've eaten this week because it's amazing and super easy to make and amazing.
And it goes in mac and cheese.
Yeah, and you can cover it in like cheese sauce and you just fucking... We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to have a rant about broccoli.
How long is this chapter?
It's been 6 pages so far.
Son of a bitch.
You're just mad because my chapter's twice as long as yours, and
You're
I'm not going to be able to speak by the end of this chapter.
We started playing again. Jared hit the saxophone button on his keyboard, and it sounded as if we had a saxophone.
No, I'm sorry, kid. No, it doesn't.
Again.
No, it does not.
I had a little keyboard when I was a kid with all sorts of little instruments, and none of them fucking sounded like real instruments.
Manny took the first solo, and I took the second. I messed up
This is
once.
so
This
interesting.
slowly but surely got like I don't recall consciously making the decision to have a southern accent here. I was like kind of like Snake Plissken at the start, but now I'm just I don't know.
You're like rocks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I messed up one chord. I wanted to start again.
This is so interesting.
Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's I took a shot. I missed, guy.
I took a shot. No,
I missed.
No, this is so interesting.
Oh, here we go. We got some terror coming.
Oh shit.
But I knew they'd murder me if I stopped.
Wasn't that scary? This kid's gonna get murdered. You see, it's scary. Don't fucking hit me. That's better. Stop it.
Isn't that scary?
That was scary.
Yeah.
They're murdering this kid. Are
Okay.
you terrified yet?
It's a little spoopy. The spook level is like a 4.
It's like you think there might be a skeleton around?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
might be a
There
skeleton.
might be skeletons, guys.
So I kept on playing. Lily's voice cracked on a high note, but she has such a sweet, tiny voice it didn't sound too bad. We played without taking a break for nearly 2 hours. It sounded pretty good. Whenever Jared found the right drum rhythm, it sounded really good. After we put our instruments back in their cases, Lily suggested we go outside and mess around in the snow. The afternoon sun was still high in a shimmery blue sky.
Experience the terror.
I'm so scared.
The thick blanket of snow sparkled in the golden sunlight. We chased each other around the snow-covered evergreen shrubs in Lily's front yard.
Stop singing at me. You're making me lose my focus.
I'm sorry, the story is just so interesting.
Yes, so you should be paying close attention. There will
Okay.
be a test later.
Okay, Mom.
You made me lose my spot.
Okay.
Manny crushed a big wet snowball over Jared's Raiders camp. That started a snowball fight that lasted until we were all gasping for breath and laughing too hard to toss any more snow.
Let's build a snowman.
Lily suggested. Let's make it look like Larry, Christina added, her blue-framed glasses. Shut up. Fuck you.
I didn't say nothing.
Shut up. We're completely steamed up. Whoever heard of a snowman with perfect blonde hair? Lily replied. Give me a break, I muttered. They started to roll big balls of snow for the snowman's body. Jared shoved Manny over one of the big snowballs and tried to roll him up in the ball. But Manny was too heavy. The whole thing crumbled to powder under him.
And Manny died. Fuck. That would be better.
I'd be scared.
Yeah, that would be a great intro.
These kids are playing in the snow and one of them died.
The reason this is taking so long is because I'm reading it out loud. Like, this is... Oh, God. This has only been 11 pages.
You fucking keep going.
You're scaring me now.
I will hit you.
While they worked on the snowman, I wandered down to the street. Something caught my eye at the curb next door. A pile of junk standing next to a metal trash dumpster.
The dumpster was capitalized. It's a metal trash dumpster with, like, a capital D. So I think this is like, its name is Dumpster? I don't know.
I glanced up at the neighbor's house. I could see that it was being remodeled. The pile of junk at the curb was waiting to be carted away. I leaned over the side of the dumpster and began shuffling through the stuff. I love old junk. I can't help myself. I just love pawing through piles of old stuff.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Leaning into the...
It's the eye contact, isn't it?
Prolonged eye contact.
Leaning into the dumpster, I shoved aside a stack of wall tiles and a balled-up shower curtain. Beneath a small, round shag rug, I found a white enamel medicine chest. Wow, this is cool, I murmured to myself.
So cool. I love looking through garbage.
I pulled it up with both hands, moved away from the dumpster, and opened the chest. To my surprise, I found bottles and plastic tubes inside.
Cool.
I started to examine them, moving them around with my hand, when an orange bottle caught my eye. Hey guys, I shouted up to my friends. Look what I found.
Chapter 3.
I can't talk.
Don't do that
anymore,
voice
I'm not
anymore.
doing that again.
Go get a glass of water or something.
But I have this.
Oh, right, your brown cow. This chapter's literally 3 pages long. Okay. I carried the orange bottle back up to Lily's yard. Hey guys, look, I called. I found some garbage. Okay, that last line wasn't in there, but fucking hell. No. Hey guys, look, I called, waving the bottle. No one looked up. Manny and Jared were struggling to lift one big snowball and set it on the other one to form the snowman's body. Pardon me. Lily was shouting encouragement. Christina was wiping snow off her glasses with one of her gloves. Hey Larry, what's that? Christina finally asked, putting her glasses back on. The others turned and saw what the bottle was in my hand. I read the label to them. Instatan.
Oh, wait, what?
Instatan.
Instatan.
Rub on...
No, we're going to talk about that for a second.
Instatan?
Instatan. So he found a bottle of... like, it's not even tanning lotion. It's just like a spray-on tan, but it's a cream?
Yeah. That's exactly what
Why
he
is
found.
that interesting?
I don't know.
Like,
Instatan. Rub on a dark suntan in minutes. Cool, Manny declared. Let's try it.
why is that cool?
Where did you find it? Lily demanded. In the garbage.
I found this bottle of cream in the garbage. Let's rub it on ourselves.
Her cheeks were bright red from the cold. There were white flecks of snow in her bangs. I pointed to the dumpster, which is also capitalized again.
Yeah, like, why is it dumpster with a capital?
Your neighbors threw it out. The bottle's full, I announced.
Your neighbors threw it out. Let's use it. This is when, like, they find it's expired and it gives them all fucking cancer.
It's just almost what happens. Let's try it out. Reading the story has unearthed, so many memories.
It's repressed memories of Goosebumps.
Just from reading the first thing alone, I remember where I was when I was reading this when I was, 10.
Having, some weird associative memories.
Yeah. Your neighbors threw it out. The bottle's full, I announced. Let's try it, Manny repeated, grinning his crooked grin. Yeah, let's go to school on Monday with dark suntans, Christina urged. Can you see the look on Miss Schindling's face? Well, I'll tell her that we went to Florida. No, the Bahamas, Lily declared. We'll tell Howie Herwin that the geeks went to the Bahamas to practice. Everyone laughed. Do you think that stuff works? Jared asked, adjusting his cap and staring at the bottle. I like how they all have, one visual identifier that they just constantly fuck with so that you don't know which one is
One is a small girl, one
is a
has
girl.
Glasses, and one has no defining character traits.
It has to, Lily said.
Why? They threw it out.
They couldn't sell it if it didn't work.
They threw it out.
They totally can sell a product that doesn't work. Get anything off
Just
TV.
Look at Dr. Oz.
Yeah, there you go. They couldn't sell it if it didn't work. She grabbed the bottle from my hand. It's nearly full. We can all get great tans. Come on, let's do it. It'll be so cool.
This is so 12-year-old logic, too. R.L. Stein must just, watch children do shit, and he's like, what if the bottle was a magic goo that turned them all into Sasquatches? Book! He's just, a terrible Stephen King.
Yeah,
but he writes it exactly the same way.
We followed Lily back into the house, our boots crunching over the snow, our breath steaming above our heads. I pulled off my coat and tossed it into the pile with the others. As I made my way into the living room, I began to have second thoughts. What if this stuff doesn't work? I asked myself. What if it turns us bright yellow or green instead of a tan? I'd be so totally embarrassed if I had to show up at school with bright green skin. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Even if it took months, I'd hide in my house, in my closet, till the stuff wore off. The others didn't seem to be worried. We jammed downstairs into Lily's bathroom. Lily still had the bottle of Instatan.
Is it written the same way every time?
It's Instatan in all caps.
I kind of want there to be a trademark after it every time.
There might as well be.
There might as well be.
She pulled off the cap and poured a big glob of it onto her hand. It was a creamy white liquid. Smells nice, Lily reported, raising her hand to her face. Very sweet smelling, which is a thing that a 12-year-old would never say. She began rubbing it into her neck, then her cheeks and forehead,
we don't know what this does. Put it on your face
Tilting
first.
the bottle, she poured another big puddle into her palm, then rubbed the liquid over the backs of both of her hands. Manny took the Instatan bottle next. He thrust a big blob of it into his hand, then he started rubbing it all over his face. Feels cool and creamy, Christina reported when her turn came. Jared went next. He practically emptied the bottle as he rubbed the stuff onto his face and neck. Finally, it was my turn. I took the bottle and started to tilt it into my palm, but something made me stop. I hesitated. I could see the others were all watching me, waiting for me to splash the liquid all over my skin, too. But instead, I turned the bottle over and read the tiny print on the label, so he was the only one who was smart.
Well, he's also the one who was like, hey, I found this. And then they were all like, let's do it. And he's like, yeah, great idea. No, he's not.
And what I read made me gasp out loud. Chapter 4.
Fuck. Larry, what's your problem? Lily demanded. Just pour a little in your hand and rub it on. But, I sputtered. Do I look darker? Christina asked Lily. Is it working? Not yet, Lily told her. She turned back to me. What's wrong, Larry? The label, I stammered. It says, do not use after February 1991. This bottle's almost as old as us. Everyone laughed. Their laughter rang off the tile walls in the narrow bathroom. What year was this published? This is bugging me now.
Should be at the front of the book.
Yeah. Come on, where's the copyright information?
That's where I have to do my citations.
Oh, 94. So this bottle expired 3 years ago. Gasp. Everyone laughed. Their laughter rang off the halls in the narrow bathroom. It can't hurt you, Lily said, shaking her head. So what if the stuff's a little old? That doesn't mean it'll make your skin fall off. Don't wimp out, Manny said, grabbing the bottle and tilting the top toward my hand. Go ahead, pour it on. We've all done it, Larry. Now it's
peer
your
pressure.
turn.
Put this expired
Just
cream on
one
your
line, Larry. It'll be cool.
Take 5 shots, Larry. It'll be awesome.
Fuck, we should have taken 5 shots before we did that.
We might as well have, Pigeon. I am really drunk.
Yeah, but like, I pour you 2 drinks and you get really drunk.
Are you really drunk? Aren't you really drunk?
I'm a little drunk.
You're a little drunk.
I could go drink the rest of that bottle and still not be ready for this, though.
Fucking read.
I think my skin is starting to tan, Christina said. She and Jared were admiring themselves in the mirror over the sink. Go ahead, Larry, Lily urged. These dates on the labels don't mean anything. She shoved my arms. Put it on. What could happen? I could see that they were all staring at me now.
Give it a peer pressure, Larry.
My face grew hot, and I knew that I was blushing. I didn't want them to call me a wimp. I didn't want to be the only one to chicken out. So I tilted the bottle down and poured the last sticky glob of the liquid into the palm of my hand. That sentence made me feel uncomfortable. Then I splashed it onto my face and rubbed it all over. I covered my face, my neck, and the back of my hands. It felt cool and creamy. And it did have
That's
a sweet
exactly
smell.
what that other chick said about it.
A little like my dad's aftershave. The others cheered when I finished rubbing the cream in. Way to go, Larry. Jared clapped me on the back so hard I nearly dropped the empty Instatan bottle. We all pushed and shoved, struggling to get a good view of ourselves in the small medicine chest mirror. They're in a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Then why are they using the tiny mirror in the little box when they could use, like, an actual bathroom mirror?
Some bathrooms don't have huge mirrors, but, like, is that the only mirror that these kids have in this house?
I don't know.
If they were millennials, I'd say that you should use their cell phone.
Well, they're not millennials. It's 94, okay?
I know. Use your Game Boy cameras.
Because people bought those.
Shut up.
All right. Manny gave Jared a hard shove and sent him sprawling into the shower.
What an asshole.
To be fair, Jared tried to roll Manny into a giant snowball.
Fair.
How long is it supposed to take? Christina asked. The bright ceiling light reflected off her glasses as she studied herself in the mirror. She's the one that has glasses, remember? Because kids can't keep names straight.
Yep.
I don't think it's working at all, Lily said, letting out a disappointed sigh. I studied the label again. Says we should have a dark, good-looking tan almost instantly, I reported. I shook my head. I knew this stuff was too old. I knew we shouldn't have. Manny's shrill scream cut off my words.
Oh, shit.
We all turned to him and saw his horrified expression. My face! Manny shrieked. My face! It's falling off! He had his hands cupped. They trembled as he held them up, and I saw that he was holding a pale blob of his own skin.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow, that's fucking double down. Wow.
Oh, a weak moan. Oh, this is chapter 5, by the way. A weak moan escaped my lips. The others stared down at Manny's hands in horror. My skin, he groaned. My skin! And then a grin burst over his face, and he started to laugh. As he held his hand, I saw that it wasn't pale skin at all. It was a wet, wadded-up tissue. Laughing his head off, Manny let the tissue float down to the bathroom floor. If it was wet, it would not float.
No, it would
It would go plop, yeah. You jerk! Lily cried angrily. We all began shouting and shoving Manny. Hang on.
How far are we in
I'm
this
seeing
now?
how many chapters there are.
There's 24.
Is there?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You jerk, Lily cried angrily. We all began shouting and shoving Manny. We pushed him into the shower. Lily reached for the knobs to turn on the water. No, stop! Manny pleaded, laughing hard, struggling to break free. Please, it was a joke. Lily changed her mind and backed away. We all...
Yeah, fucking good, because it's snowing outside, so, like, him walking home, he's gonna freeze to death.
We all took our final glances in the mirror as we paraded out of the bathroom. No change, no tan. The stuff hadn't worked at all. We grabbed our coats and hurried back outside to finish the snowman. I took the empty Insta-Tan bottle with me and tossed it into the snow. As Lily
You
and
fucking littering piece of shit, there's a dumpster right there!
Lily and Christina rolled the snowball to make the snowman's head. I found 2 dark stones for eyes. Manny grabbed Jared's Raiders cap and placed it on the snowman's head. It looked pretty good, but Jared quickly grabbed his cap back. It looks like you, Manny, Jared said, except smarter. We all laughed. A strong gust of wind whipped around the side of the... You've been laughing at that.
No, I'm laughing because it's like, what are you, my dad? No, because I'm still here.
A strong gust of wind ripped around the outside of the house. The wind toppled the snowman's head. It rolled off the body and crumbled to the powder on the ground. Now it really looks like you, Jared told Manny. Think fast, Manny cried. He scooped up a big handful of snow and heaved it at Jared, who died. Jared tried to...
He likes getting hit by cars. In fact, that's what killed him.
This cute little fuck. Jared tried to duck, but the snow poured over him. He instantly bent down, scooped up an even bigger pile of snow, and dropped it over Manny's head. They started a long, funny snowball fight among
Experienced the terror as
the
kids throw
5 of
snowballs.
us. Another snowball fight, so riveting. Actually, it turned out to be Lily and me against Manny, Jared, and Christina. The 2 of us held her down for a while. Lily is the fastest snowball maker thrower I've ever seen.
I want you to read that again because that was very confusing. What?
Lily is the fastest snowball maker and thrower
Okay,
I've ever
thank
seen.
you. Because throw balls, snowballs, maker is kind of confusing.
I'm trying. She can make one and throw it in the time it takes me to bend down and start rolling snow between my gloves. The snowball fight quickly became a war. We weren't even bothering to make snowballs. We were just heaving big handfuls of snow at each other. And then we started rolling in the snow, and then we chased each other to the next yard where the snow was fresh and started a heavy-duty snowball fight. If I looked outside and there were some random-ass kids in my yard, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, they're your neighbors, right?
I don't care.
If you have obnoxious kid neighbors, you probably know them by then.
What a great time. We were laughing and shouting, all breathing hard, all steaming hot despite the cold, swirling winds, and suddenly I felt sick. I dropped to my knees, swallowing hard. The snow started to gleam brightly, too brightly. The ground swayed and shook. I felt really sick. What's happening to me, I wonder?
Dr. Merkin...
Chapter 6.
You threw off my momentum, dude.
I don't care.
Dr. Merkin raised the long hypodermic needle. It gleamed in the light.
Pigeon,
Yes?
what's a merkin? Pigeon! Pigeon, what is a merkin? Do not answer that right now.
Fuck you.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Thank you for completely ruining any attempt at momentum here and making this take
Start
even
again.
longer to get through. Dr. Merkin. You fucking asshole.
Dr. Merkin. Dr. Merkin.
Dr. Merkin raised the long hypodermic needle. It gleamed in the light. A tiny droplet of green liquid spilled from the tip. Take a deep breath and hold it, Larry, the doctor instructed in his whispery voice. This won't hurt. That's a whisper. That's what a whisper is now, okay? He said the same words every time I had to see him. I knew he was lying. The shot hurt. It hurt every time I got one, which was about every 2 weeks. Whoa, shit, what is it? Every 2 weeks?
Yep.
The fuck is this kid, dying?
Yes.
He grabbed my arm gently with his free hand. He leaned close to me, so close I could smell the peppermint mouthwash on his breath. I took a deep breath and turned away. I could never bear to watch the long needle sink into my arm. Ow! I let out a low cry as the needle punctured my skin. Dr. Merkin tightened his grip on my arm. That doesn't hurt much, does it? He asked, his voice just above a whisper. Not too much, I groaned. I glanced up at my mother. She was biting her lower lip, her face twisted in a worry. She looked as if she were getting the shot. Finally, I felt the needle slide out. Dr. Merkin dabbed a cold, alcohol-soaked cotton ball against the puncture spot. You'll be okay now, he said, patting my bare back. You can put your shirt back on.
Why did he have his shirt off? He was just getting an arm shot.
Was it in his arm?
Yeah.
It doesn't say it was in his arm.
Well, if he was having it in his back,
no,
then
it's
he
definitely an arm.
He wouldn't have been able to look at it, right?
And if it was in his shoulder, he could have just lifted the sleeve up.
Yeah, because that's what I do. Instead, I'd be like, "Hey, doc," and just take off my shirt.
The doctor's just like, "Yeah, get that shirt off. Let's go." He turned and smiled reassuringly at my mother. Dr. Merkin is a very distinguished-looking man. I guess he's about 50 or so. He has straight white hair that he slicks down and brushes straight back. He has friendly blue eyes behind square-shaped black eyeglasses, and a warm smile. And he fucking whispers. This guy sounds like a fucking horror movie villain.
Feel the terror.
Even though he lies when he says the shot won't hurt, I think he's a really good doctor. And I like him a lot.
I know, Larry.
He always makes me feel better. Same old sweat gland problem, he told my mother, writing some notes in my file. He got overheated, and we know that's not good, don't we, Larry? I muttered a reply. I have a problem with my sweat glands. They don't work very well. I mean, I can't sweat, so when I get really overheated, I start to feel sick. Why doesn't he just pant like a dog? They don't have sweat glands, do they? What's wrong?
They sweat through their paw pads.
Which is not enough to...
No.
No.
If I wasn't concerned about the runtime, I'd knock that book out of your hand.
I know you would. That's why I have to see Dr. Merkin every 2 weeks. He gives me shots that make me feel better. Our snowball battle was a lot of fun. But out in the snow and cold wind, I didn't even realize I was getting overheated. Oh my god, what are you...
Just go.
That's why I started to feel weird. Do you feel better now? My mom asked, as we made our way out the door of the doctor's office. I nodded. Yeah, I'm okay, I told her. I stopped at the door and turned to face her. Do I look any different, Mom? Huh? She narrowed her dark eyes at me. Different? How? Do I look like maybe I have a suntan or something? I asked hopefully. Her eyes studied my face. I'm a little worried about you, Larry, she said quietly. I want you to take a short nap when we get home, okay? I guessed that meant I didn't look too tanned. I knew that Insta-tan wouldn't work. The bottle was too old. And it probably didn't work even when it was new. It's hard to get a suntan in the winter, Mom commented as we headed across the snowy parking lot to the car. No, it actually is not.
No.
Because the UV index is way higher when the sky's clear.
Also, the sun can reflect off the snow and straight into your face.
Or you can cut me off halfway through my sentence with exactly what I'm about to say. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, that. The only reason most people don't tan is because A, it's freezing, B, they're wearing a lot of clothes because it's freezing.
Yep. Oh.
Where was I? Tell me about it, I thought, rolling my eyes. Lily called me right after dinner. I felt a little sick too, she admitted. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, I replied. I held the cordless phone in one hand and flipped TV channels with a remote control in my other hand. It's a bad habit of mine. Sometimes I flip channels for hours at a time and never really watch anything. Howie and Marissa walked by after you left, Lily said. Did you massacre them? I asked eagerly. Did you bury them? In snowballs? Lily laughed. No, we were all soaked and exhausted by the time Howie and Marissa showed up. We all just sort of stood there, shivering. Cool story.
That's so interesting.
It's like, yeah, those people came by. It's like, oh yeah, did you beat the shit out of them like you said you were going to?
Nah.
No, we just looked at him. We just looked at him because we're tired. Yeah, thanks for telling me that story, Lily. Fuck you. Did Howie say anything about their band? I asked. Yeah, Lily replied. He said he bought an Eric Clapton guitar book. He said he's learning some new songs that will blow us away. So what?
The kids are just cover bands.
Well, yeah, they're 12. They're not going to write original music.
I suppose.
Howie should stick to drums. He is the worst guitar player in the world, I muttered. When he plays, the guitar actually squeaks. I don't know how he does it. How do you make a guitar squeak? Lily laughed. Marissa squeaks too, but she calls it singing. We both laughed.
Burn!
I cut my laughter short. Do you think Howie and the Shouters are any good? I don't know, Lily replied thoughtfully. Howie brags so much you can't really believe him. He says they're good enough to make a CD. He says his dad wants them to make a demo tape so he can send it to all the big CD companies.
The CD companies.
The CD companies. Yeah, sure, I muttered sarcastically. We should sneak over to Howie's house some afternoon when they're all practicing, I suggested. We could listen at the window, check them out.
That's not creepy.
Marissa is actually a pretty good singer, Lily said. She has a nice voice. But she's not as good as you, I said. Well, I think we're getting better, Lily commented. Then she added, it's a shame we don't have a real drummer. I agreed. Jared's drum machine doesn't always play the same song we play. Lily and I talked about the Battle of the Bands a while longer. Then I said goodnight, turned off the phone, and sat down at my desk to start my homework. I didn't finish until nearly 10. Yawning, I went downstairs to tell Mom and Dad I was going to sleep. Back upstairs, I changed into pajamas and crossed the hall to the bathroom to brush my teeth.
Wow, so interesting. I'm so interested.
Under the bright bathroom light, I studied my face in a mirror over the sink. No tan. My face stared back at me, as pale as ever. I picked up my toothbrush and spread a small line of blue toothpaste on it. I started to raise the toothbrush to my mouth. And then stopped. Hey! I cried out. The toothbrush dropped into the sink as I gazed at the back of my hand. At first I thought the hand was covered by a dark shadow. But as I raised it closer to my face, I saw to my horror that it was no shadow. I let out a loud gulping sound as I stared at the back of my hand. It was covered by a patch of thick, dark hair.
Gotta stop whacking off, kid.
That's your palms.
Oh, I didn't know that because
Yeah, okay.
in society, females are not shamed for masturbating.
That's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell thing, though.
I don't care.
Just read chapter 7. Are we like half done this book already? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. I'm suddenly starting to feel a little okay about this.
Chapter 7. Staring down in shock, I shook my...
You're gonna go for sultry, are you?
That's
your strategy?
I'm not sober. I shook my hand hard. I think I expected the black hair to fall off. Why the fuck would you think that? I grabbed it with my other hand and tugged it. You know what that voice was?
What?
Stop it, Ron. Stop. I don't know why I went to that one.
God, Leviosa.
Stop it, Ron.
Alright, we gotta stop using other people's jokes.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're so funny on our own. We don't need to rip off other people's jokes, right?
I grabbed it with the back of my hand and tugged it.
Same.
Ow! The hair was really growing from the back of my hand. How can this be? I cried to myself. Holding the hand in the light, I struggled to stop it from trembling so that I could examine it. The hair was nearly a half an inch high. It was shiny and black, very spiky, very prickly. It felt kind of rough, and I rubbed my hand over it. Harry Larry, the dumb name Lily Colley, suddenly popped back into my head.
Bum, bum, bum!
Harry Larry. In the mirror, I could see my face turning red. They'll call me Hairy Larry for the rest of my life, I thought unhappily. If they ever see this black hair growing out of my hand, I can't let anyone see this.
Wait. He's blonde.
Yes.
So why is the hair on his hands black?
I don't fucking know. I can't let anyone see... Oh, I know, but you know. I can't let anyone see this, I told myself, feeling my chest tighten in panic. I can't. It would be so embarrassing, and not as... What? The thought of embarrassment over hair growing out of the back of your hand is more horrifying than hair growing out of the back of your hand.
Yeah.
I examined my left hand. It was as smooth and clear as ever.
Oh, it's just his right hand, so it is from whacking off.
Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness. You're 12. You don't have a dick. Thank goodness.
Fun fact, humans don't have dicks before 12.
No, they only have... whatever.
Okay,
Thank goodness it's only on one hand, I cried. I tugged frantically at the patch of black hair again.
You tugged frantically. That's how you got that.
I pulled at it until my hand ached, but the hair didn't come out. My mouth suddenly felt dry. I gripped the edge of the sink with both hands, struggling to stop my entire body from trembling. What am I gonna do? I murmured. Do I have to wear a glove for the rest of my life? I can't let my friends see this. They'll call me Hairy Larry forever. That's how I'll be known for the rest of my life. A panicky sob escaped my throat. Gotta calm down, I warned myself. Gotta think clearly. I was gripping the sink so tightly my hands ached. I lifted them, then rolled up both of my pajama sleeves. Were my arms covered in black hair? No. I let out a long sigh of relief. The square patch of prickly hair on the back of my right hand seemed to be the only hair that had grown. What to do? I could hear my parents climbing the stairs on the way to their bedroom. Quickly, I closed the bathroom door and locked it. Larry, are you still up? I thought you went to bed, I heard my mom call through the hall. Just brushing my hair, I called out. I brush my hair every night before I go to bed. I know, it doesn't make sense. I know it gets messed up the instant I put my head down on the pillow. It's just a weird habit. I raised my eyes to my hair, my dark blonde hair, so soft and wavy. Are you okay, Pigeon?
I don't think I'm okay.
So unlike the disgusting patch of spiky black hair on my hand, I felt sick. My stomach hurtled up into my throat. I forced back my feeling of nausea and pulled open the door to this medicine chest. My eyes slid desperately over the bottles and tubes. Hair remover. I searched for the words hair remover. There is such a thing, isn't there? Yes, there is. Larry.
Yeah, but most people don't just fucking have that.
I do.
You have hair remover, just take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for like the little Sanchez.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, I don't have that problem.
No, you have a beard.
Yeah.
Which I will never have.
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
What do you call brass?
There is such a thing, isn't there? Not in our medicine cabinet. I read every jar, every bottle. No hair remover. I stared back at the black patch on my hand. Had the hair grown a little bit, or was I imagining it? Another idea flashed into my mind. I pulled down my dad's razor. Why wasn't that the first idea? Like, if you have a dad, you're gonna have a razor. On the bottom of the shelf in the medicine cabinet, I found a can of shaving cream. I'll shave it all off, I decided. It will be easy. I'd watched my dad shave 1,000,000 times. There was nothing to it. I started the hot water running in the sink, splashed some of it back onto my hand, and then I rubbed the bar of soap over the bristly black hair until it got all lathery. Why didn't you use the shaving cream?
Yeah. I mean... Keep going.
My hands were wet and slippery, and the can of shaving cream nearly slid out of my grip, so he's using it anyway! But I managed to push the top of the spray into a pile of white shaving cream onto the back of my hand. I smoothed it over the ugly black hair, and then picked up the razor in my left hand and held it under the hot water, the way I'd seen Dad do it, and then I started to shave. It was so hard to shave with my left hand. The razor blade slid over the thick patch. The bristly hair came right off, and I watched it flow down the sink drain. Then I held my hand under the faucet and let the water rinse away the rest of the shaving cream lather. The water felt so warm and soothing. I dried off my hand and examined it. Smooth and clean. Not a trace of disgusting black hair.
It's gonna be itchy as fuck in the morning.
Yes, feeling a lot, and plus you're gonna have like a little razor burn, like a little stubble, I guess.
Yeah.
Feeling a lot better, I put my dad's razor and shaving cream back into the Madison chest. Then I crept across the hall to my bedroom. Rubbing the back of my hand, enjoying its cool smoothness, I clicked off the ceiling light and climbed into my bed. My head sank heavily into my pillow. I yawned, suddenly feeling sleepy. What had caused the ugly hair to grow? The question had been nagging at me since I discovered it. Was it the Insta-Tan? Was that the old bottle of tanning lotion? I wondered why, if any of my friends had grown hair, too. Oh, I wondered if any of my friends had grown hair, too. I had to giggle as I pictured Manny covered with hair, like a gorilla. But it wasn't funny, it was scary. Oh, okay.
I giggled, but it wasn't funny.
I rubbed my hands, still smooth. The hair didn't seem to be growing back. I yawned again, drifting to sleep. Oh no. I'm itchy, I realized. I suddenly realized, half awake, half asleep. My whole body feels itchy. Is the spiky black hair growing all over my body?
I want for this to stop.
Wow, it's that long until you complained about it.
Did you sleep? Mom asked as I dragged myself into... I think I'm dying. This book is killing me.
Yep.
Did you sleep? Mom asked as I dragged myself into the kitchen for breakfast. You look pale. Dad lowered his newspaper to check me out. A white mug of coffee steamed in front of him. He doesn't look pale to me, he muttered before returning to his newspaper. I slept okay, I said, sliding onto the stool at the breakfast counter. I studied my hand, keeping it under the counter, just in case. No hair. It looked perfectly smooth. I had jumped out of bed the instant Mom called from downstairs. I turned on the lights and steadied my entire body in front of my dresser mirror. No black hair. I was so happy. I felt like singing. I felt like hugging Mom and Dad and doing a dance on the breakfast table. But that would be embarrassing. This kid's like a fucking narcissist.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be embarrassed.
I gotta have my hair has to be perfect all the time. Like perfect blonde wavy hair.
Liquid snake.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
So I happily ate my Frosted Flakes and drank my orange juice. Part of this balanced breakfast. Mom sat down beside Dad and started to crack open a hard-boiled egg. She had a hard-boiled egg every morning. But she threw away the yellow and only ate the white. She said she didn't want the cholesterol.
That's the thing that people do, though.
Mom and Dad, I have to tell you something. I did a pretty stupid thing yesterday. I found an old bottle of cream called Insta-Tan in a trash dumpster, and my friends and I all rubbed it on ourselves. You know, so we'd have tans. But the date had run out on the bottle, and, well, last night I suddenly grew some really gross hair on the back of my hand. That's what
I'd be like, Larry, are you going through your period?
No, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh.
I wanted to tell them about it. I even opened my mouth to start telling them, but I couldn't do it. I'd be so embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
They would just start yelling at me and telling me what a jerk I was. They'd probably drag me off to Dr. Merkin and tell him what I had done. And then he would tell me how stupid I'd been. So I kept my mouth shut.
Oh. Sorry, I'm playing with a physics engine.
Yeah, I see that.
While Pigeon is reading, because I just needed something to do with my hand.
You're awfully quiet this morning, Mom said, sliding a sliver of egg white into her mouth. Nothing much to talk about, I muttered. I ran into Lily on the way to school. She had her coat collar pulled up and a red and blue wool ski cap pulled down over her short blonde hair. It isn't that cold, I said, jogging to catch up with her. Mom said it's going down to 10, Lily replied. She made me bundle up. The morning sun floated low over the houses, a red ball in the pale sky. The wind felt sharp. Fuck R.L. Stein, where was that for the rest of the book?
Yeah, like, where's the spooky... Like, yesterday was like, yay, it's so fun.
We threw all the snowballs, and then there's this, like, the moon was a thin sliver in the crimson sky. It's like, fuck.
Why didn't you do this before?
Come on, Arlstein. Alright, where was I? We leaned into it as we walked. A hard crust had formed over the snow and our boots crunched loudly. I took a deep breath. I decided to ask Lily the big question on my mind. Lily, I started hesitating.
Oh God, no!
Did any strange hair grow on the back of your hands last night? And have you, missed any of your periods? No,
That's not in the novel, you silly goose.
No. Larry didn't knock Lily up in the story. Yet. She stopped walking and stared at me. A solemn expression darkened her face. Yes, she confessed in a hushed whisper.
Good. Oh, okay. Ha! I gasped. Oh, chapter 9, by the way. My heart skipped a beat. You grew hair out of your hand? Lily nodded grimly. She moved closer. Her blue eye and her green eye stared out for me from under her wool ski cap. Hair grew on my hands, she whispered, her breath steaming up the cold air as she talked. Then on my arms, and my legs, and my back. I let out a choked cry. Then my face changed into a wolf face, Lily continued, still staring at me. And I ran out into the woods, and I howled in the moon.
And murdered a hiker.
Like this. She threw her head back and uttered a long, mournful howl. And then I found 3 people in the woods and I ate them because I'm a werewolf, Lily declared.
10 out of 10.
She growled at me and snapped her teeth. And then she burst out laughing. She's just fucking with them.
10 out of 10.
I could feel my face turning red. Lily gave me a hard, playful shove. I lost my balance and nearly fell onto my back. She laughed even harder. You believed me, didn't you, Larry, whatever the fuck your name is.
Harry Larry.
She accused. You actually believed my dumb story? No way, I cried. My face felt red hot. No way, Lily. Of course I didn't believe you. But I had believed her story. Up to the part where she said she ate 3 people. Oh. Okay. And then I finally figured out what she was joking. And she was teasing me. Harry Larry, Lily chanted. Harry Larry. Stop it. Stop it,
Ron.
Stop it, I insisted angrily. You're not funny, you know. You're not funny at all. It's like arguments that we have.
Exactly.
You're not funny. Well, you are, she shot back, so it really is an argument between us.
Yeah.
Funny looking. Ha ha, I replied sarcastically. I turned and crossed the street, taking long strides, trying to get away from her. Harry Larry, she called, chasing after me. Harry Larry. I slid on a patch of ice. I quickly caught my balance, but my backpack slid off my shoulder and dropped with a thud onto the street. As I bent to pick it up, Lily stood over me. Did you grow hair last night, Larry? She demanded. Huh? I pretended not to hear her. Did you grow hair on the back of your hand? Is that why you asked me? Lily asked, leaning over me. No way, I muttered. I hoisted my backpack onto my shoulder and started walking again. No way, I repeated. Lily laughed. Are you a werewolf? I pretended to laugh, too. No, I'm a vampire, I replied. I wish I could tell Lily the truth. I really wanted to tell her that the patch of ugly hair. But I knew I could keep it. She could never keep it a secret. I knew she would spread the story over the whole school, and then everyone I knew would call me Harry Larry for the rest of my life! I felt bad about lying to her. I mean, she is my best friend. But what could I do? We walked the rest of the way to school without saying much. I kept glancing at Lily. She had the strangest smile on her face. Are you ready to present your book reports? Miss Schindling said. The classroom erupted with sounds, chairs scraping, trapper keepers being opened, papers being rustled, throats being cleared. Standing in front of the entire class and reciting a book report makes everyone nervous. It makes me very nervous. I just hate having everybody stare at me. And if I goof up a word or forget what I say next, I always turn bright red. And then everyone laughs and makes fun of me. The night before, I had practiced my book report standing in front of the mirror. I had done pretty well, only a few tiny mistakes. Of course, I had been nervous giving the report to myself in my room. Now, my knees were shaking, and I hadn't even been called upon yet. Howie, would you give your report first? Miss Schindling asked, motioning for Howie Herwin to come to the front of the class. It's a shame that the best have to go first, Howie replied, grinning. A few kids laughed. A few kids groaned. I knew that Howie wasn't joking. He really thought he was the best at everything. He stepped confidently to the front of the room. Howie's a big guy, sort of chubby, with thick brown hair that he never brushes, and a big round face with freckles on his cheeks. He always had a smirk on that face, a stuck-up look that says, I'm the best and you're an insect. He usually wears baggy faded... I don't need to know every fucking detail of this child.
Yes, you do.
He wears baggy faded denim jeans about 5 sizes too big and a long sleeve t-shirt with a giant shiny back black vest open over it. So he's dressed like a fucking 90s kid.
Yeah.
He held up the book he was reporting on, one of the Matt Christopher baseball books. Oh, I know what that is. I groaned to myself. I knew this in advance, exactly what Howie was going to say. I recommend this book to anyone who likes baseball. That's how Howie always started his book reports. So boring. But Howie always got an A anyway. I never understood why Miss Schindling thinks he's so cool. Howie cleared his throat and grinned at Miss Schindling. And then he turned to the class and started his report in a loud, steady voice. I recommend the book to anyone who likes baseball. He began. Told you. I yawned loudly. No one seemed to notice, 'cause you're an asshole, Larry. This is a very exciting book with a very good plot, he said. If you like a lot of excitement, you'll like this book, especially if you're a baseball fan. I didn't hear the rest of it. I kept silently going over my own book report, which is probably what every other kid in this class is doing, not gonna lie. A few minutes later, Miss Schindling announced, Larry, you're next. I almost didn't hear her. I took a deep breath and climbed to my feet. Stay cool, Larry, I told myself. You practice your report. There's nothing to be nervous about. Clearing my throat loudly, I stared up the aisle to the front of the room. I was halfway up the aisle when Howie stuck out his foot. I saw his big grin, but I didn't see his foot. Oh! I cried in surprise as I stumbled over it and went sprawling to the floor. The classroom exploded with laughter. My heart pounding, I started to pull myself up, but I stopped when I saw my hands. Both of them were bristling with thick, black hair.
I need a break.
You need a break?
I need a break.
You need a break.
I need a break.
Wait, we're like more than halfway through this book, hey?
Yeah, which is why we should start part 2 right here.
Okay.